Hey guys, and fuck shit, welcome back to Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Well, or maybe welcome to, depending how you're watching this. Last time, I beat Dragon Quest 1. I wasn't a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of solo party fights, and even though I could get through the original games just fine, and I did get through this one, I just did not enjoy it very much. I enjoyed the story change. But now it is time for Dragon Quest II. Many years have passed since Alucard was saved at the hero's hand, earning him the same title as his storied forebear. Now there thrive 3 new kingdoms founded by this latest Erdrick and his scions. Yet so too thrives the darkness, a sudden invasion of malicious monsters plunging the world into shadow once again. All that stands between the forces of evil and their wicked ambitions is a band of young princes and princesses of Erdrick's line. The time has come for them to venture forth and do their ancestor proud. Yes, and unlike in the original Dragon Quest or Warrior 2, we get a 4th party member in this. And I imagine the games are going to get redone. We're going to get skills probably for the original Warrior. I'll go over like some differences here and there, of course. But I'm really happy with the 4th inclusion. That was such a welcome surprise, because that was a question people had, because, well, technically, yeah, everyone here is an Erdrick line, and just because the blonde in yellow there is a princess of Canic, she was always mentioned, but she never was actually told that she could join us or anything, just I guess because she was too young or something. But let's see how this game gets handled. We're going to select it. And now I gotta think of a name again. Oh boy. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna take an old name from another thing. If you recognize this from one of my other games, cool. We're gonna be Crag this time. I think Crag fits the Prince of Midenhall pretty well anyway. You'll see. Because, well, he's mostly a physical attacker. So, we'll do that. Yes, I am. We speak in English. Sure. Difficulty mode. We're staying on Dragon Quest. If grinding is necessary, I may switch to Dragon Quest just for the grind, but I won't be showing that on screen, but I'm just letting you know. Similar to Dragon Quest 1, that's what I did, because it lets you get to experience more. Let's see, want to breeze through battle, savor the difficulty. But I'm going to stick to regular Dragon Quest. Alright. Alright, auto-saving, got it. I wonder how they're going to handle the intro because the original Dragon Quest 2 did have an intro. It was a very interesting one. Like, pretty, well, on the NES it was pretty interactive. On the Game Boy Color, if I remember right, it was a little less feeling like it was interactive or something.
Once upon a time, a young hero, descended from the legendary warrior Erdrick, defeated the dreaded Dragon Lord and restored peace and light to the world.
Yay! Go Din.
Having done so, he set off on a journey with his new bride, and together they founded a kingdom of their own.
With a dog, apparently.
This
or there's a villagers.
Came to be ruled by their children, and by their children after them. Under the enlightened rule of the scions of Erdrick, the nation grew ever greater and more prosperous. As the years passed, other adventurous scions forged forth into the unknown, founding new kingdoms in their ancestors' image. Thus came there to be 3 nations ruled by those descended of the hero and his maiden.
I don't like his maiden, really. And a princess would have been better. I don't know. The hero and his wife, maybe, would have worked.
The first and oldest
Or companion.
of 3 was the kingdom of Midenhall, named after the
Midenhall.
castle built by the hero and his bride.
If it's Midden, it's 2 Ds. Sorry. It's Miden.
Oh, my beautiful boy.
Thou wilt grow into a fine leader of the land. Of this I am certain.
Oh, what a beautiful boy.
After Midenhall was founded the Kingdom of Cannock, a nation nestled betwixt misty mountains and lush forests.
Lush.
Look, husband, he possesseth thy steely gaze.
A handsome devil, to be sure. Now, what name might befit one so dashing?
Oh! Oh, we get to decide these? Caradoc is the default name. That's cool. They let us name everybody, though, if we wanted to. Because in the original, the names would get randomized based on your name. Caradoc? I'm going to go with a classic name I remember him being. He's been Bran, he's been... Well, I'm going to choose the one that one of my monikers is from. This is going to be... I may cut this out in the future for when I'm spelling names out. Talent. That was one of his names back on the original. So, yes.
It is perfect, is it not?
The very height of perfection, my dear. A mighty name for a yet mightier heir.
Yeah, this is one of those cool... I really love this one because your whole party is the hero, collective hero.
The Kingdom of Moonbrooke, founded by a spell-casting scion to whom weavers of magic flocked from the world over.
But yeah, the collective hero idea I really love.
Dear, supposest thee the princes of Midenhall and Cannock might deign to play with our daughter when the three are older?
I doubt not, but they shall forge a fellowship most firm, as I did with my cousins the kings. But first, she will need a name that befitteth her station. And, after great pondering, I believe I have happened upon just that. Come, lend me thine ear.
All right, here we go. Perinal is apparently her default. I'm going to go ahead and cut away to the name that I used to get whenever I put my original name in. In just a moment. All right, and we have Kaylin. That was the name I usually got. So, let's go. Yes, I am.
Yes. It is lovely. And her future will be bright. I swear it.
Thus did the legendary line continue into another generation.
Huzzah.
Some years later.
Oh, some years later. Okay, it's just some. Whoosh.
Thou art grown most formidable. Thine ancestors' blood runneth strong in thy veins.
Oh, please, father. Thou knowest full well mine abilities pale in comparison to thine. Thou hast mastered all manner of spells, of which I as yet know naught.
'Tis true, I was once a caster of no little renown, though now...
Father!
Alas, some matters are beyond even the purview of magic.
Come, father. Let us repair to thy chamber.
Dun dun.
What now?
Guards, assemble!
Oh boy.
Majesty, I bring great tidings! Lookouts report an army of fiends upon the horizon. They draw ever closer.
Curse thee, Hargon.
Argon?
Ooh. Okay, this is cool looking. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's devastating as hell, but that is so much. It usually just changed the colors, and that's all it did on the NES. But they're showing the abject terror that's going on here. Like, just, ooh. Can actually make you feel it.
Muster the castle guard. Keep them out. I too will make...
Father!
Sire!
Care not for this old fool. Go to thy captain. Tell him...
I fear it is too late!
Fucking just blew him up.
Begone, fiends!
Nice explode it. Or kaboom.
Father, what is happening? What will become of us?
Still thy heart. Thou shalt escape this place.
Oh, I'd recognize those ugly mugs anywhere. It's the king and his darling daughter. Lord Hargon was clear in his instructions. Let no one live.
Just as I feared. Wherefore now? It mattereth not. Moonbrooke will not fall today.
Kaswoosh.
They knew our faces. Then I have no choice. This way, my child.
Father, please, I do not understand.
Listen to me. Thou hast thy mother's beauty and her wisdom. Thou wert ever our pride and our joy.
Oh, I guess she passed on by now.
Since the day of thy birth, everything I have done for thee. I would trade 1,000 lives to live this one with thee anew.
Thou speakest as if this is the last time we shall be together. I shall never leave thy side.
Come.
Getting further than they did in the game I was dealing with. In the original game, I mean, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Hearing the voices does make it a little bit more real, too. What did he do? Are they doing something
This is my kingdom,
different?
and I refuse to relinquish it without a fight.
Not how I was thinking this would go.
Scree! There he is!
Scree!
He may be old, but he knows a spell or two. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Wherefore do you tarry so? Do not tell me you have had a change of heart. Today, you battled the bloodline of Erdrick.
So far, it's... Ooh. He put up a damn good fight compared to the other one. I mean, don't get me wrong. He did a pretty damn good job in the main series, too. But he basically was bashing people with his scepter. This one, he was a mad magician. After this scene plays out, I may explain any other differences. Oh, like this. Don't go in the poisonous swamp area. Jeez, you're gonna get yourself even hurt more.
Must warn Midenhall.
Honestly, this guy was a fucking rock star too, even in the original. In the original, the king died right in front of his daughter. And then this one guy had noticed what happened.
There thou art, beloved son.
I don't know. Anyway.
Though thou seemst mightily vexed, didst thou dream ill-omened dreams, perchance?
Yes.
Our dreams are the mirror of our souls, my boy. If ever aught should trouble thee, thou must needs share it. Thus is a problem halved, as the saying goes. But enough of such talk. Today is a day like any other, and thou must needs be about thy duties.
Duties.
Go into the streets of the city and walk amongst thy people. Speak to them of their hopes and fears, that thou might one day rule wisely over them. And thence to the practice ground, that thy sword might one day suffice to protect them. For thou art mine heir, but thou art also heir to mighty Erdrick, hero of legend.
Thank you.
Thus is thy duty twofold. Thou must needs be king and hero both. 'Tis no easy path, but I trust that thou wilt tread it well.
Pray, stop by to see the item seller this day, Highness. Tidings oft travel fastest among those who cross the land in search of profit. There is much to be learned from such people, and thence to the captain of the guard, and learn that of the sword which he might see fit to teach thee.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Now it's just teaching me the basics. Cast your mind back. Stuff that I've seen. But this is me. Wait, oh, wait. I gotta change some settings here. For instance, we want to be able to go faster. So let me see. Where's auto? Yeah, text running. Nah, toggle. I like toggle more. I rather text speed go fast. You know, stuff like that. Battle settings. I prefer ultra fast overall. Suggested actions. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't like remembering commands because it messes me up. I've gotten used to selecting through things, so nah. And treasure chest locations, I prefer those on for the time being, at least. Secret spots, we can also show them as well, because honestly, it takes a while to find them, and I don't know. It's not something I prefer to have to do. Go thee first to the item seller. If aught of note is afoot in the land, news will have reached her of it. Thou art mine heir, but thou art also heir to mighty Erdrick, hero of legend. And thus is thy duty twofold. Thou must needs be king and hero both. It is no easy path, but I trust that thou wilt tread it well. All right, and we start with a ooh wow, actually decent gear, a copper sword. Kite buckler. Ah, that's a different shield. Makes your shield adorned with the most mysterious mark. All right. Leather hat, of course. Leather armor. Makes sense. And medicinal herbs. We don't have any other items other than a world map. Take a look at our hero here. Looking okay. And let's see. I'm just making an adjustment on my end here. Okay. Well, we may as well take a look around. I won't start pausing around just yet. Greetings, Highness, and may all thine endeavors, whatever they may be, meet with success this fine day. All right. But anyway, what I was saying was in the original, we actually saw the journey of the the surviving guard from Moonbrooke. I guess we're going to go for something different this time.
Highness, once more thou tourest the town, seeking to speak with thy people. Truly thou art diligent indeed. My brother too is a castle guard over in Moonbrooke way. I pray soon that he might be granted a leave of absence and come home to visit us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, about that. probably can't open. Yep.
If thou wouldst do battle with the fearsome fiends, thou must needs equip thyself accordingly, Highness. But this does not mean simply seeking out the biggest sword or status armor. Even seemingly lesser items can be blessed with beneficial effects.
Very good. Ah, money. Clothes. I'm stealing your clothes. Aha! I mean, ah. They say the prince over in Cannock is skilled with both sword and spell. He must be a fine young man indeed. I heard they upgraded him, like, so much better than what he was, where he was so well-rounded to a point where he was almost useless. And now, he might be actually good. But he was always decent. He was just outclassed by everybody.
The king is doubtless a great man, but he's also surpassing stern. He does not seem the type to revel in idle chitter-chatter or other frivolities.
Out of curiosity, no spells. Oh, I do have abilities. So, Mercurial Thrust, Cattle Prod, and Flying Knee. We're only doing this part of the tour just because it's a tour. A Feathered Cap. Can I equip it? No, I cannot. I'll hold on to that. Mighty Midenhall Swordsmanship. The royal line of Midenhall possesseth knowledge of some fascinating fighting techniques. These are taught only to those of royal blood who have proven their devotion of the art of swordsmanship. Cattleprod, Helm Splitter, Cutting Edge, the list continueth. So continueth the line of kings and queens, princes and princesses, who are veritable maestros of the martial arts. But it feels like we're living in an age where none of the moms ever survive, which is kind of annoying. Because like it was, Menacing Orb. So because like we saw with Moonbrooke, they said your mother loved you. We don't see our current mother in this game. Let's see.
Pray take care round the teleporter that lieth ahead, just ahead, Highness. Shouldst thou trip and fall into it, that will be transported to a place many leagues away in a blink of an eye.
So, of course we got to do that, right? Why wouldn't we? All right. Shipwright's Shrine. I used to love falling into this in the beginning because it's like, ooh, what's this? And then you see what this is. Oh. This is more than what we could see in the past. Kitty! Meow, meow. It's a turban. Antidotal herbs. Can I don't think I could equip the turban, right? Oh, I can. And it's a little bit more defense. Nice. See? Tripping into the portal was a good idea. Also, it's a good way to go to the beach. Imagine this. Like, you know, you're living in your home and then you just jump in a teleportal. You're at the beach. I mean, geez. Seed of Strength. Okay. I'll be holding on to Stat Siege because I got to see how I'll be divvying things up. Because, well, we're going to have other party members, as you probably obviously could see. We don't have a thief key, so we can't open that yet. All right. And we went right, so why don't we go left? Right? Oh, no, I didn't. I went right up top there. I didn't go... Whatever. Anyway. Oh, woman taking a snoozy. We got a pot there. Is there going to be fish in any of these? And money. I mean, hey, take every advantage you can, right? I already tried upper left there. Now to see what outside looks like. When I have more abilities, I'll probably search things for items later or better for more. And there's like a cursed town right there. Also, I love this song. All right. So let's get back into the castle. And normally I would pause and such, but my program seems to be having some difficulties pausing. It doesn't want to take my old hotkeys for it. So at least for now, transitions are gonna be a little bit rough. But I'll work on that. In the meantime, we are back. All right, so that was a little nice diversion. Highness, forgive my impertinence, but art thou done with thy daily rounds? Hast thou spoken with thy people? Return to me when thou hast. It will serve thee well to stretch thy legs here. I put thee through thy paces on the practice ground. Yeah, excuse to beat up the royal pain in the ass, right? All right, don't see anything. Oh, a cypress stick, just what we always wanted. It's a pretty stick, right? Yeah, I spoke to you. Because we wandered away, those doors were unopened. So, we also have this lady.
The peace that we enjoy, we owe entirely to the efforts of those who came before us. We must never forget to thank them for this, their greatest gift. Greetings, Your Highness, and might I say, as ever, your garments suit you most handsomely. You are dashing indeed. Tee-hee.
I don't know. Anytime I see tee-hee, I just have to be so annoyed with it. I don't know. Fearless adventurers save frequently. Yep, we've seen this. Let's save. May as well, right? Alright, yes, we will continue. Alright, so with that said, let's see. Down is the right way to go, so therefore we will go around. There's a lady.
My husband doth entreat me to be more ladylike, more like the Princess Gwaelin, wife of mighty Erdrick. But for all we know, the princess was a mischievous and spirited soul.
No, she really wasn't.
If you're a hero, Sir Prince, then why are you unable to cast even a single spell? It is surpassing strange, is it not?
Execute him! Execute him right wow! Nah. But yeah, that's normal. I actually that's one thing I love, that they specialize everybody. I patrol the castle. Any rogue elements might be swiftly spotted and dealt with. Vial of holy water. I want to open my own treasury room, damn it! I'm the fucking prince! Same here, right? It's like, hey, you're the prince, you own this castle, but no, you can't go behind these doors. They're not for you. Alright, well, that's everything we could do here. Pay careful heed to thine appearance ere thou tourest the town, Highness. A tussle-headed prince is hardly a fitting sight for the people. Yeah. Well, that's why we wear a hat. Isn't that right? That's what they're for. I love this town theme, actually. This is probably one of my favorite town themes. It's just so upbeat. If you fancy going faster, yeah, we know. Good morrow to the young prince, and a fine one it is, too. Didst thou sleep soundly, Highness? I myself did not. I awoke in the dead of night with the strangest feeling of anxiousness. Alright, I don't see anything here. Well, this is what our town looks like. And I don't see anybody over there. I'm mostly looking just for people, pots, and bins and whatnot.
Zounds! I am exhausted. I need a little respite. Or perhaps even a holiday. I hear that Cannock is surpassing pretty at this time of year.
Yeah, it's very lush, as the game said. Medicinal herb. We're going to need those. Scare the birds. The king is hard both upon himself and those who serve him, and with good reason. Were it not for his unwavering steadfastness, Midenhall would not be the kingdom it is today. In casual conversation, I kind of just call all the princes and princesses like their castle names, so this would just be Midenhall, Prince of Cannock, just Cannock, and so on. I'm supposed to talk to you. I'm not going to. Oh, and that's where we can confess. If I get close... Good. I can still take that money.
Day too, thou venturest forth to check upon thy people, Highness. Thou art kind indeed, kinder than we deserve.
Doggy! Woof, woof, woof. And... antidotal herb. That's going to be important, especially because we can't cast magic. Ooh, treasure chest. Can I grab that? They're building something here, so why not? Medicinal herb.
Oh, let the master speak of silence. He's the one who would never see the roar and bellow.
Let's talk more action, Costly. It's been thy arm I wish to see flying back and forth, not thy tongue. What I told thee, worm, craftsmanship requires 3 things: love, kindness, forbearance, and silence. Yeah, that's not 3. Okay. Well, that's the joke. Anyway, I'm stealing your shit. Mini medal! Yep. Mini medals exist, guys. Did you know that? I'm not going over some of the basic stuff that I've seen in Dragon Quest 1. Sorry. Especially something as basic as that for me. But mini medals you can exchange for prizes at some point. How about you, sir? 'Tis perilous indeed to venture beyond the city walls unprepared. Indeed. They're still building things here. That's interesting. 6 gold coins. Was that the only thing? Also, from this direction, it almost looks like he has light blue hair, even though we know it's in a hat. It's just weird.
The town groweth ever bustling and full of new buildings and new faces, thanks to his majesty. May Midenhall go from strength to strength.
All right, yeah, so we're the brute strength kingdom. Whatever. That's what we are. That makes sense why I can only fight. I can't cast magic. And then also, I guess that makes well, you'll find out as we get more people. But, you know, Midenhall is might, I guess. Moonbrooke is magic, as you saw with the princess and her father. Her king, yeah. Well, yeah, technically.
Master to roam freely beyond these walls, Highness.
I would ask that thou return to safety. What if I did it anyway? Crag recalls that he was supposed to speak with the item merchant in town. I thought the music was about to cut out, like, you shouldn't have done that. Let's check out the well. Stamina. And gold, yes. I'm holding on to the stamina because I know I need to give it to some people. Holy water. Hi, I'm looting your shit. Don't mind me. I can't open. No, I was not trying to do that. Okay.
Don't ask us why I shunned my fellow man and hide myself here. I can tell thee, pal, but once told, the tale cannot be untold. Art thou certain thou wishest for me to spill the beans nonetheless?
Yes.
Well, 'tis because I like the damp, see? Lovely, clammy dampness.
All right. No.
Oh, come on. Thou art no fun at all.
All right, well, that was nice. All right, fine. I guess... Well, I didn't go in the inn. Yeah, let's do everything except progress the story. This is how I play. I like to look at everything. How to heal. Staying the night will restore your HP to MP full. Now cure for death. Oh! Marvelous makeover kit. We get the cat suit like we got the dog suit last time. This is because I have played Dragon Quest 3. And now we become kitties. That is so much defense, you may as well use it. Meow, meow, I'm a fucking cat. Actually, do you have anything different to say?
Welcome to Weary Traveler.
No.
If you're making for Karnak, you would be best served following the road to the west and stopping by Leftwyne. 'Tis the safest route I know. The northwestern route through the forest and over the mountains would get you there the quickest, though less assuredly alive.
I'm strong enough. I'm sure nothing will kill me at all. Anything else around here? No. All right. I guess we'll have to make progress. But at least we're kitties now. And it shows in... I still love how that shows in the loading screen. Excuse me. I was going to say cutscene.
Highness, just the man I wish to see. I am awaiting delivery of a consignment of goods from fair Moonbrooke. I should have been here yesterday, and yet nothing. Alas, due to the sorry state of affairs, my shelves are nigh bare. Though, if you still like to peruse them, you'd be most welcome.
Most towns have several shops, sell stuff, buy the stuff. All right.
Greeting this item thou seekest, thou art in luck, friend. How much to serve thee today?
All right, well, let's just look at what you have. That's about what we have. Leather shield is weaker than the buckler we have. We have better armor already. We're going to probably want medicinal herbs, I think. So, and I have 1 Chimera Wing already. Okay. And a couple antidote. All right, I will grab... Just 3 extra. We'll put it in the bag. All right. I think that's a fair thing to do.
The merchant of Moonbrooke whom I deal with is a most punctual soul. Not once has he failed to appear ere now. But men are ever wont to oversleep, otherwise tarry. All is well, I'm sure.
Well, if it's not my dear Prince Charmless.
That is a curse. You do not say that ever. There's only one Prince Charmless, and he fits the name.
Yet and mighty Erdrick, and yet unable to cast...
Sorry. And mighty Erdrick, and yet unable to cast so much as a spell to ward off warts. Have you not better to do than fritter your days in idle conversation?
Still thine impertinent tongue, yet thou saucy rogue. Idle conversation indeed. The prince doth a great kindness to us all in speaking with us of our woes and worries. What quarrel hast thou with such a noble and upstanding young fellow,
Beat his ass.
None. I mean, I thought that being a hero and Fisher King both, it might not befit our prince to rely on main force alone. And that a word of warning to that effect might aid him in his growth.
Thou thinkest thyself fit to counsel princes? Ha! Then thou art a boneheaded indeed. Begone, swaggering oaf, away with you! Forsooth, fear not, Highness. The people know full well the purpose of thy daily tour of the town, and how diligently thou practicest.
Practice. We're just going to say practice.
Thou practice thy swordcraft each and every afternoon. Pay no heed to the pratings of green-eyed nincompoops. We stand firmly at thy back. But I've kept thee too long already. Away to the practice ground, and may fortune attend thee.
All right, may fortune attend me. And now I'm a kitty. What if I say no to practice? Ah, darn. Okay, fine. I guess we're going to go practice with our sword. Yeah, it's hard not to just make stupid jokes like that. I apologize a little bit. Not very, just a little. All right. I don't care for the castle theme, though. It just sounds so very dreary. Or sad or something. Hi, I'm a kitty cat now. Meow. Okay.
Highness, come, the practice ground awaiteth.
Yay.
Though I fear there is precious little left for me to teach thee. Despite thy youth, thy skill already approacheth mine own. Nay, exceedeth
Nay.
hopes. To have tutored such a prodigy in the arts maketh me right proud.
Oh, good.
But I am yet captain of the guard, and have pride of mine own to think of. I do not mean to yield to thee just yet, young prince. Make ready!
You make ready.
These wounds! Friend, what misfortune hath befallen thee?
Ba-ba-bum. What? And now we're going to be finding out what's up after all.
Brother!
Of course.
Wherefore wouldst thou abandon thy post at Moonbrooke Castle? And how came thee to be injured so? My wounds matter not. The king, I must speak with him. Please.
Prince vouches for it.
Of course. His Majesty will see him, surely. Come, we will take you there.
Yeah, in the original NES, everyone had the same, all the soldiers had the same sprite, so it just looked like they were going in a line, like just having fun dancing or something, really. I remember it. And now they actually have, you know, budget for color control.
What hath befallen thee, friend?
Majesty,
Moonbrooke Castle. Attacked. Monsters. A great horde of fiends.
Fiends?
Stay with us. I beseech thee.
Fear not, brother. We shall meet again.
No!
He did his duty to the last, and expended his final breath that we might learn of the assault on Moonbrooke. His was a grit and forbearance granted to few, and he must be given a burial befitting such heroism.
Yeah, agreed.
It seemeth ill deeds are afoot in the kingdom of Moonbrooke, but we do not yet know the full truth. Pray, do not speak of this until such time as the facts of the matter have been ascertained, lest panic spread needlessly among the populace. Sire, in the meantime, make ready to defend the city. I would speak with my son.
You
Come,
would?
Child, below with thee.
Are they going to explain what? Well, you know, no, I won't say anything until they actually do it. Then I'll interject my thoughts. I'm a fucking cat. Your objective isn't updated. Now you have to go down there. It's like, well, gee, I wonder where I need to go. Nah, my thoughts were going to be, like, you know, they say, like, hi, I'm going to send my son. Even though I'm also, the king is also a line of the blood, you know, the blood of Erdrick. They could technically go ahead and do it too, no? Anyway.
The fellow spoke of a horde of monsters. Your mighty Moonbrooke should surely stand firm in the face of even the largest of attacking forces.
Could it not? What signified this commotion? Did you miss everything or something?
The soldiers of Moonbrooke are greatly skilled in magic and swordplay both, and yet, despite this, they... How?
'Twas a heroic fate indeed to deliver the news of Moonbrooke's fall, as that poor soldier did. The brother?
Brother mine, thou didst thy duty well.
Yeah, that's fucking horrific. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment to mess with some settings, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I fixed some things on my end at least, too. But anyways, let's see. Is all to miss? The king himself did just now exit the castle. Does anyone else have anything else to mention about that? I patrol the castle that any rogue elements might be swiftly spotted and dealt with. Let me see if anyone else has anything to say. I can now pause. Yeah, no one behind that area had anything interesting to say.
That soldier, he was of Moonbrooke, yes? What befell him? And wherefore did his majesty quit the castle so grave-facedly?
He quit the castle? He just quit. He's just like, nope, I'm done. Screw this. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
His majesty, he did hurry over yonder, to the right there.
The king just swept with the blackest of expressions on his face. Which way did he go? Off to the right there. Alright, I'm gonna ignore him. What if I just try to escape, huh? Sorry, I don't remember if that lady being there. Oh, now I do. Okay, yeah, she was the Zounds lady. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can escape real quick. Nah, we get this. Crag remembers his father wants to speak with him. But that one must. I rushed over and it auto did this, so. Takes me out of my kitty suit each time, though. Jeez.
Another such tragedy befell our world some decades since. A great monstrous horde laid waste to the land of Erdrick. The horde was commanded by one who styled himself High Priest Hargon.
Erdrick is Roan, right?
The High Priest's minions might make Midenhall their next port of call. My father did shore up the kingdom's defenses and set his men to watch for monsters on the horizon. I must confess that the further the tragedy drifted in time, the more I had thought the danger past. The similarities between the assault just now reported and the one my father described cannot be denied. Could
Let's
this
deny.
be another Erdrick? I hardly dare believe it. We must ascertain the facts of what hath befallen Moonbrooke as soon as we are able. I would have thee journey to Cannock, there to share these unfortunate tidings with the king of that realm. None can afford to remain ignorant if the Horde is abroad. Thence, thou must visit Moonbrooke, and see with thine own eyes what hath befallen it. I must needs remain here to see to our defenses, as my father did before me. Wilt thou bear this burden on my behalf, beloved son?
No.
Thy reticence is understandable, but it was in preparation for just such a day as this that thou wert trained, that thou might venture forth alone should the need arise. And venture forth thou must.
But thou must. Are you going to say the same thing again?
Thou art ready, my boy. More than ready, believe me. Well, wilt thou act as my envoy?
No.
Thy reticence is thou art ready.
Okay. One more time just for funniness.
Thy
okay. Yes.
I am right glad to hear it. Now, before thou departest, a gift. A necklace, to be precise. The princess's pledge.
Oh.
Ere he became the first and greatest king of this land, thine ancestor, mighty Erdrick, did set out upon a perilous quest to defeat the Dragon Lord. This necklace was presented unto him by a certain fair maiden with whom he did forge a firm and lasting bond on his travels.
They fucked.
It shall surely aid thee on thy path.
Just say they married. My God, though. Jeez. Anyway, yep. Princess's pledge.
Now away with thee. Venture westward from our realm, and thou shalt reach the village of Leftwyne soon enough. From there,
Leftwyne, I don't care what you
cast
say.
thine eyes northward, and thou shalt espy the castle of Cannock. As thou well knowest, in Cannock and Moonbrooke both are to be found others, through whose veins floweth the blood of the hero of legend. Take care, my child. I have faith that thou wilt see thy duty done.
Duty. Sorry, I do this all the time whenever there's something like trying to be done seriously. And now I'm a kitty cat. The necklace with which I did entrust thee guideth those through those veins floweth the blood of heroes. I do not doubt it will aid thee greatly in thy quest. All right, well, let's take a look. Oh, that's it. I just hold on to it. It's just decoration. I can't wear it.
Please, Highness, I would accompany thee on thy quest.
Okay, come.
But I would also see the castle and the king kept safe from marauding fiends.
Aye, perhaps it is better that I remain here. No, you're coming with me. Come on, you're coming. Go, just go. Anyway, he's still grieving. All right. Well, oh, never mind. Chancellor here.
Before thou departest, Highness, pray take this.
Money! And some items, too.
We knew that this peace could not last, and yet for Moonbrooke to have fallen is a blow beyond imagining. Know that His Majesty sends thee forth as duty dictates. He is after all a king, and a descendant of mighty Erdrick to boot. But he is also a father, and I do not doubt that he will fret most mightily for thy safety on the road. I beg of thee, take care.
Thank you, pseudo-uncle. Let's see what items he gave me. Probably just healing items, right? Yeah, probably medical herbs, I'm assuming, or... I'm not really seeing a difference, anyway, of my items here. I think he just gave me more medicinal herbs, if I had to guess, so... Alright.
My fortune watcher thee on the road, Highness.
What if I talk to you again?
Thou shalt prevail, Highness. I have no doubt of it. Now go forth and may luck attend thee.
I'll call for luck sometimes, yeah. All right, now we're going to go into town. I'm going to see if anyone has anything else interesting to say. If they don't, we will move on to leaving in my little kitty outfit. Oh, well, it's different. Leave Midenhall not care while thou art gone, Highness. We shall stand steadfast over ground. Sorry, I'm mixing up all my words. We shall stand steadfast guard over the entranceway here, no matter what may come.
The heavens only know what awaiteth thee beyond the city walls, Highness. Pray take care.
All right. Up something different.
The village of Leftwyne lieth due west of the city. 'Tis a fine stopping point off for any traveler making their way to Cannock or beyond.
I was about to sell something, and the item seller goes,
Whether a person is able to cast a silly spell is neither here nor there. 'Tis whether a person can sense when their fellow man is in need that is the mark of greatness, and how they attend to said need. But never mind that now. Greetings!
All right. I actually decided not to sell my old equipment because, for all I know, Cannock and the others might not be well equipped, so.
It's a fine thing to be, indeed, to be born both a prince and a so-called hero. You need not prove your worth at all, nor suffer any hardships, and still the people bow and scrape at your feet.
Don't make me scratch you, bitch.
Follow the coast westward, and thou wilt reach Cannock soon enough.
All right. Well, let's take our second step outside, but locally at least. If you feel a bit lost, check your map. It'll show your current location and a good idea of your surroundings, too. Traveler's Tips has useful information. More unlock. That's something we know. And this is our world. Much bigger, that's for sure. If you notice something, I am going to point this out. This is now the Kingdom of Tentacle here. Yep, it fit all that right over here. And it's kind of cool, though, that it's still there. We'll get to there eventually, but not for a while. The continent we're working with is... Oh, actually, wow. It's really close. I didn't realize how close by it was to here. I could have sworn it was further away in the Dragon Quest 2 in the past. But we're working with... well, we're not over there, but from here over. And there's Cannock. A couple other notable locations. We will get a boat, though. A broken bridge looks like it might have been over there. And where's the place that we that's the place we visited all the way down there at one point. I think it used to be called Zahan right nearby or something. Anyway, enough about that. Why don't we fight our first enemy? I'm going to look around here. We have medicinal herbs. We should be okay. And new battle music. All right, we only have a little bit of MP, so I can only do a couple of these. Let's see. Flying Knee. Good against airborne enemies and beast enemies. I'm going to cattle prod the unicorn because I'm pretty sure they're pretty tough. And that was all my MP. All right. Those definitely were some new enemies, that's for sure. Why don't I look over his ability, his stats here. 17 strength, very, very respectable. Good resilience, decent resilience, I should say. Agility is on the poor side, unfortunately. Stamina's pretty good for health. Let's see. Wisdom is very low. He's not very wise. Luck is, well, a little below average at most. HP's fine. MP is not. Attack and defense. Attack is fair. Defense is going to be good for a while, so I don't think we'll have to worry about any enemies just yet. But it was just slimes. I didn't think I was needed to be seen. I just want to take little exploration things. Yeah, you know, in the past, we were able to go all the way down to that little shriny area there. So I guess they cut that off in this version. All right. Oh, quoth the Raven. We have a Stark Raven. I attack up Unicorn. All right, so I didn't need to use the beast attack thing. The games used to be a hell of a lot harder, though, in the very beginning. But that's okay. I kind of started off with this little kitty costume, which I'm sure is helping. I don't mind taking it, though, because it's only a beginning help. And we could definitely use some extra levels and whatnot. And we definitely need that MP. Oh, right. A refill. I have it set as refill when we level up. Ah, here's a familiar sight. A slug or mollusk. It's supposed to be just a slug. Nothing too interesting, but it's a different enemy, so I figured I'll show the fight. Now that we demonstrated probably one of every... I think the only thing we're missing is fat rats or something. So I think I'm going to make my way up to that secret space up here near the water. So I'll walk over there. If a new battle shows up, I will show it. Or if anything else of interest shows up, I will show it. Oh, and we got a new enemy. The ghost. I had Fight Wisely on for the small enemies. Let's see how that goes. It has frizz. Danger. So those are going to be the big threats I'm going to have to face here, that seems. And we get to level 3, though. And we get an army ant, or iron ant. I'm going to take care of the unicorns first. Because I think iron ant has actually, well, high in defense. Who would have thought? Something that says it has iron out of it. Oh, and it calls for help. Am I going to get over inundated? I mean, it's not the worst way to gain levels if you need to. But I'd rather not grind on these guys just for that. Curious. None of these would work to help. Okay. Worth a shot anyway. Oh, we got our first, I think our first sparkly over here. Leather shield, oaken club. I'm not selling anything until I get more party members, just in case I need to share, though. I don't think any of those are going to be of any difference here, though. Yeah, figured as much. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the special hidden spot. Secret spots. The world is full of secrets. Yep. We get a chest. Divine dagger. I think that's a little bit... I mean, nope, not something we can equip. Never mind. But now we have to worry about saving equipment and all that. Alright, anything obvious around here? Not that I could tell. Okay. I'll do one more sweep through just in case I'm missing anything, and then we'll exit out. I imagine that's probably just like the introductory secret spot thing, though. Alright, and over here, we got a sparkly. Seed of agility, seed of strength. Again, all stuff that we'll be holding on to. Oh, and after a battle, I got stone's throw. I guess to hit multiple enemies, it's probably not going to do much. Aha, and then over here, we have seed of stamina. Looks like that's about everything we could explore without going too far out. So next I'll probably meet you at that secret spot if there's other than anything else along the way anyway. Oh, along the way, flowers. Medicinal herb and a doodle herb. Okay, not that far and not that bad. Oh, found the hidden spot. I'll show it to you in a moment. All right, from here we get, a mini medal.
Ah, you're eating, little one. Enjoying a spot of make-believe adventuring, are we? In that case, I suggest thou makest for the plains east of Cannock. Oh, and do investigate the lands south and west of the kingdom whilst in the region. Heh, I too fancied myself an adventurer in my youth.
Yes, this is all make-believe, nothing else. Nope, not at all. But let me see if there's anything else in... Oh, hello.
Not many know this, Cheval, but it's an ideal place to forage for mushrooms and herbs. Similar sites can be found north of Midenhall and northwest of Cannock.
Well, thank you. Any other items? At least obvious ones that I could see? Not at the moment. I'll take a look around then, and I'll be right back. Ah, one back here. 132 gold. Nice. Any others? Okay, and just so you know, this little rock there is how you reach there. But anyway, we're basically here at Leftwyne, so let's go in. I refused Leftwyne. Do 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 do. All right, we're here now in Leftwyne.
This humble settlement is the village of Leftwyne. It is the traveler's resting place of some renown.
We have an item shop. Hey, it's a phial of holy water. Oh, wait, what? Pot? And money. Don't see anything else here. Well, we may as well go in right away. And let's explore Leftwyne. You're the bank. If I need to deposit money. Very poor shop here. But, okay. I just wanted to look it over. If we can get a weapon upgrade, that's always welcome, though. At least for him. Armor, I'm not too worried about, for obvious reasons. Money. Can I take the pumpkin? I want the pumpkin. Oh. Oh. I did not see where that was, but okay, cool. I was trying to go for the pumpkin. Oh! Pity, do not startle me so. I nearly trod in horse manure. Is there horse manure in here? Antidotal herb. I don't know how that sound is made. I'm assuming it's just like a bristle. We didn't go in the inn, but we'll talk to this gentleman.
One cannot simply spend one's days complaining that anything and everything is a bother, for the man who, once poisoned, cannot bother to heal himself, doth end ere long in his coffin.
Those were words, thank you.
Meow? Welcome to our inn, on whose comfort and cordiality we do pride ourselves. Why not stay with us a while?
You ain't convinced me, that's for sure. I'm pretty healthy at the moment. Thou'st knew of the Prince of Cannock. 'Tis said he is a noble fellow, skilled with both sword and spell. Medicinal herb. Money. Locked. She just wants to sell us a bed. And what do you have? Agility seed. Okay. These are fine. Almost went back down. Alright, that was it for there. So I went closer to the church here. I don't see anything, so let's check it out. I'll be skipping around as we backtrack.
This place was once but a simple stopping place on the road between Cannock and Midenhall, but as the two kingdoms grew, it grew along with them, both in size and prosperity. Perhaps the very hero of legend and the Princess Gwaelin herself once stayed here. Just imagine. Come, say a prayer ere thou continuest on thy travels.
And yeah, that's where we say our prayer. Alright. Town's kind of small. North doesn't seem to have much. I guess I'll look. Scare the birds.
Begone, fool! Canst thou not see this is a lover's tryst?
My father is a guard at Moonbrooke Castle. To hold such a post, he must be a great man indeed. Do you not agree? You had better, for soon he shall return here to visit us, and shall surely have words with anyone who speaks ill of him.
Yeah, I have bad news, kid.
The child of yonder's father doth serve in Moonbrooke. His mother is long since passed away, and thus he was entrusted to the care of his aunt.
I hope it's not an Aunt Petunia. Anyway. And that little girl is a little weird. A lover's tryst. Like, what the fuck? Alright, anyway.
Where art thou headed, friend? To Cannock, perchance? Long have I meant to visit the place, yet I fear that I have grown too old to make the journey north.
Along with Midenhall and Moonbrooke, this is one of the 3 kingdoms founded by the descendants of mighty Erdrick. You don't say. Well, I'm just a kitty cat. Alright. You're at a loss of what to buy? Huh. And speak not so foolishly. Buy all the best armor and arms on offer. You were for the strings of your purse? Then may I suggest you first focus on defensive equipment. Doubtless you know the saying, a weak blade never killed its wielder, weak armor less so. And what one lacks in strength of arms, one might yet make up for with magic, skills, and strategy. I mean, it's not the worst advice, but I disagree with it. We have 536 gold. Chain sickle. Pretty good. No one's worked out yet if this is a sickle with a chain on the end or a chain with a sickle on the end. Oh, please. Copper sword, bronze knife, oaken club. Scale shield slightly better. Not highly needed right now, though. That's only 5 more defense. I'm trying to look over the defense options, too. But yeah, we're going to go with chain sickle. That's 5 more attack, and I could probably pass on the copper sword. That's the only thing worthwhile for me to be buying right now. Medicinal herb. I said 7 gold. Okay. When faced with a multitude of fiends, one must needs decide upon a strategy post-haste. Namely, if one would target the strongest foes first or the weakest. However, one's mind is made up easily when faced with enemies with the power to summon allies anew. Such adversaries must be bested before all others. True. And nothing going on here. I think in the old games there was like a one with that you can only go on this side with a magic key door. Yeah. So that you could play the lotto. That's what they called it anyway. It was basically something else. Whatever they call it. Well, what? What was that? Interact. Mini medal. Okay, cool. I did not know that. I was just looking around to seeing if there's anything there, and I'm glad I did.
My beloved brother serveth in the castle guard at Moonbrooke. Some days ago he did entrust his only son unto my care, though he did promise to return ere long and spend some time with the boy as soon as he might earn a leave of absence.
You're the ant. Okay. Leather hat. Plain clothes. I think we could probably sell the plain clothes. I see a scroll over there. Darn it. I was hoping to see if it was a skill scroll. I mean, I really doubt they're going to give me a skill scroll this early. Oh, a face stares back. Okay. I was like, whoa, what was that? And right outside here, a seat of luck. Awesome. But that seems to be everything we can do in town at the moment. Yeah, because we've spoken to everybody now. And this is not the worst time to end this because, well, we are basically at that time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of this. And sorry for some of the weird troubles at first. If you noticed it, I don't know if you do. If you did, I'm sorry. If you don't, disregard. In any case, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.